So today we're going to start off, it's Monday, so we're going to do our question of the day. The question of today is, what is your biggest fear? Mine is heights, except for when I'm in an airplane. When I'm in an airplane, the height doesn't matter to me. I don't have the roll sheet, so we're going to start on one side of the room and work our way to the other side. So, Raisa, do you want to go first? No side conversations, please.
Losing people I don't care about.
Losing people that you love. Yeah. So I asked this question because we're going to be starting Gothic literature, which has a lot to do with like supernatural, so paranormal activity, and like all of the spookiness before Halloween. So today, each table has a different activity on it, and you guys are going to start on the table that you're at, and then you're going to go to the next table. While I am passing out this paper, I want you guys to take out your Chromebook, a pen or a pencil, and a highlighter. Okay, so can everyone, you don't actually need your Chromebooks out yet. You guys can get them out when we start. Can everyone write their name on the top? Okay, so this is table number 1 over here. This is setting. So over here you're going to learn about all of the settings that you guys would see in Gothic literature. Then you guys are going to come over here to where Jagmeet is sitting, and you guys are going to watch an Ed puzzle on this table. So you guys need to bring your Chromebooks with you to this table. I would bring them with you to every table. But Ed puzzles are over here. If you need help getting on there, I will help you, but it is posted on Google Classroom. Over here, you guys will be doing characters, so the different types of characters that you guys are going to be seeing in Gothic literature. Over here in the middle table, you guys are doing vocabulary. It's a big PowerPoint that's on Google Classroom, and you guys, each table is only required to do 6 words. Just make sure that each person in your group's name is on each one of those 6. You do not have to do like them in order. You just have to choose 6. Back here, you guys are going to be watching like a little 1-minute video on, it's like a trailer to the book that we're going to be reading, and then you guys are going to predict what's going on next on this paper. So Adrian and Victor are first, so they have to just write their prediction, but the next table is going to be Fabian, Amirani, Angel, and Mia, and you guys are going to have to like respond to them. So like, I see why this prediction makes sense, or I don't think that that's going to happen, and then write your own prediction. And then you guys are going to build off of each other. Over at Race's table in the back, you guys are going to be doing elements of Gothic literature. So over there, you guys there's a little paper that you guys are going to annotate, and then there's a worksheet on the back. So each one of them is good. 3 of them are going to look like this, where you have one thing to annotate, which I will be grading on the annotations, and then an activity to go along with it. And then the Ed puzzle is online, the vocabulary is online, and then the discussion post you need to watch the trailer online and then do the discussion. Are there any questions?
Yeah, where are the tables again? Where do we go?
So I will do this again on our first rotation, but it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's like a big circle, you just have to like come. Any other questions? Okay, ready, set, go. I will come around and help you. You have about 10 minutes at each section. Oh wait, I forgot a huge part. On your paper, there's these little boxes. It has a place for you to write a question. I'm going to be going through this and making the quiz for Friday based on your questions. So if you write good questions that could be found on a quiz, I will use your questions. Okay? And then if you guys get confused, there's a little list on the bottom on the back of that piece of paper that goes through exactly what I'm going to be grading. So you guys can go and look at that to make sure that you're doing everything that you need to do. Okay, now you guys can start. Ready, set, go.
We can
watching trailer?
Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do this one. And then this solid text on the main laptop. And here. Yeah, so you're the first one. So you're gonna have to write a quiz question. So you're gonna read this right there, and you're gonna annotate it, and then you're gonna come up with a question that I could write on the quiz. And then you're gonna color the color page. On this one from this grade here, you're gonna do the book. We know what we're doing.
Yeah, the trailer. You guys are gonna watch the trailer, and then you guys are gonna talk together about what you think is gonna happen in the book, and then you're gonna write it on there.
It's a novel.
It's a short story.
How much is per day?
Well, you're gonna watch the trailer for it, and it'll make sense. And if you guys don't understand it, like if you guys need me to like break it down more, just call me back over.
What's the trailer? Oh,
It should be.
I found it.
Okay. How are we doing? You know what we're doing? The ed puzzle. And then for the ed puzzle, you're gonna write a question right here. Yeah, so like if it says like bubble nature is supposed to make you feel scared, then you're gonna say, what should you feel when reading Gothic? Because it's a quiz question. It'll be on the quiz. Yeah. And then just the ed puzzle does go on. So once you guys are like once we switch to a different table, I'm not expecting you guys to be completely done with the ed puzzle. Just work on it when you can. Like the discussion post one, I'll be watching a couple minutes, you'll have time to finish it there. And if you guys don't have time to finish it, you guys have to either tomorrow or today at the end of class. So don't stress on it, just get as much as you can. We know what we're doing over here. Okay. So you gotta grab one of the characters. So you're gonna annotate this side, and then you're coming up here using your creative writing to come up with one of each of these. So you just gotta describe what they look like, describe who they are as a person. Are they good? Are they bad? Are they sad? And then you gotta come up with a name and a gender.
Whatever role they are.
Yeah, and you're just gonna read it based on this. And then when you're done with that, you're gonna come over here and you're gonna write a quiz question on here. Well, I'm great.
I guess.
And hey, if you put a good quiz question, I might use all of your quiz questions on the quiz, and then you could get a great grade on the quiz because you didn't know all the answers. See? Help me. And then make sure you're annotating the title. You guys are good? Yeah, what's up? Okay, do you understand?
Not really.
Okay, so the headless horseman, the headless horseman chases after a chestnut. You have to write it on there. You have to talk together and then write it on there.
I can actually.
Yes. You're gonna come up with a quiz question. So you're gonna listen to the ed puzzle, and then you're gonna come up with a
Give me
question
a movie.
that could be answered if you watch it. So you're gonna watch it, and then if it says.
I tried it in the movie about the book. Guts in it.
Well, one of the variations of maybe that's the one.
There's
that-
variations.
that was popular.
But that's kind of.
That's just the one we find separate.
Okay, so you guys have about 2 more minutes. So if I were you, I would make sure that you have a question written down and make sure that your activities are done. Yeah, but you guys are just gonna skip it. Have you ever heard of Edgar Allan Poe?
Aren't you, can you do the trailer, that's what you're supposed to watch?
Okay, really quick, you guys, before I switch you guys, this table is going here. You guys are going there. You guys are moving back. Victor, you guys are moving over. Raisa, you're moving up. Xavier's table is moving over here. Do we all know where we're going? Do we all kind of have an understanding of what we're doing? Yes? Yes? Okay. Okay, everyone up. Go to your new table. You don't have to bring your things if you do not want to. So you're gonna read those, annotate it, and then on the back you're gonna use your creative writing skills, and you guys are gonna come up with your own character for an distress, an anti-hero, and a villain. So you're annotating the front side, just whatever is important. And then on the back, you're going to use your creative writing skills and come up with your own character for each one of these places. So I need you to tell me, so it's a damsel in distress, anti-hero, and a villain. So I want you to describe their attire, their characteristics. I want to know if they're sad, if they're happy, if they're good, if they're bad. And then you need to use a name and then a difference.
The book that we're reading is 30 pages. The first Okay, so it says they wrote that he ends up getting kidnapped and dies. So you guys watched the trailer, right? So in the trailer, it says that the pumpkin head and Ichabod's hat were found, right? And Ichabod's nowhere to be found. So now you guys have to predict what happened.
Yeah,
So like, did the headless horseman kidnap him or kill him?
What if they
Or-
switched heads?
See, like you can do whatever you want, and so you're gonna respond, and then you can make your own. I will tell you that no one in first period guessed it right.
What about second?
Second period is AP. They don't do this.
Oh.
I'm a student.
You know we get yours in third grade.
Yeah.
And we know how much you pay for it.
I'm a student. Okay, so now put your email.
It's acting like you can.
No one thought it was 25.
I know, he's got a weird account.
Why isn't it letting me pay 16?
Don't worry about it. If there's no photo that accurately represents it, then you don't use it. Okay. But like, try your best to choose one with a visual. So, it's the personal thing that announces if she's already So is that showcase what it is?
Settings is so cute.
I would do like a this one maybe.
Character.
Is that it? Yeah. That could work.
That's discussion, so it's elements.
How about highlight?
Dawn, we got the gist here. Please describe, so a damsel in distress, what is a damsel in distress? Physical literature?
Try again.
Yeah, I was still on the ed puzzle we made it wrong.
So it says right here, Gothic works in
Let's get you a worksheet, but I think you're with this station, they're gonna be bouncing.
They carry
I think this is your first,
sadness, oppression, and loneliness. So they're sad and they have to be rescued. So have you ever seen Cinderella? Never seen Cinderella. What about Snow White?
So,
What about Sleeping Beauty?
do you think you can help her get caught a little bit on this side?
No. Okay, so in Cinderella, Cinderella's dad dies, and she has a horrible stepmom, and the stepmom makes her clean everything. She has to clean the toilet with a toothbrush. She has to scrub the ground. She has to do this every day. Okay. Anna, I'll be right there. So you have to come up
Yeah.
with your own damsel, your own princess that needs saving. So it doesn't have to be a princess. It can be a girl who has a flat tire, and someone comes and saves her. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so now you're gonna come up with what they look like, what are they wearing, then what, how do they feel, are they sad? Yeah, probably. Do they feel helpless? Yeah, probably. And then you're gonna choose a name and you're gonna choose a gender. Okay? That makes more sense? Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so don't worry about this one yet. We're gonna have time
But it's not something I want. You're on your third?
Well, actually, I had to start it. I was just looking at it.
You have to start it. You've done none.
No, I've done two.
You've done two?
Yeah, I'm looking at
Okay,
it.
don't do anything. You do one. No, one, like on Google Classroom, there's a vocabulary show. So there's this. And you just have to choose. Make sure you guys are not falling behind on the quiz questions. Make sure you're keeping your papers with you when you go to each table. Now that we've done this 2 times, are there any questions? Do we all understand what we're doing? Is this making more sense? Yes? Okay. I'm gonna give you guys 30 more seconds, and then we're switching tables. But you guys are gonna watch that together and then respond and make your own predictions. So you have to make your own predictions and then respond to some of these 3. Okay, again, this table over here with Grace's table is going over here to where Xavier is. Xavier is going to where Jagmeet is. Jagmeet's table is coming over here to the middle. The middle table is moving back, the back table is moving over, and you guys are moving forward. We all know where we're going, right? Thumbs up. Okay, ready, set, go. Yeah, don't worry. If you're not finishing at every table, don't worry. You're not going to fail. You will have time to finish everything that needs to be finished to your best ability. I promise. I have planned for this. So, do you guys watch the video together?
Oh, we're supposed to watch the video.
Yeah, you guys have to watch the trailer. So watch the trailer and then I'll come back and help you. Wait, Colin just walked the door. Yeah, he has it up for you. Colin, come watch the trailer. Your table is waiting on you. What's up, Dennis? So it's 6 in total, so it's going to be 2 from each of you. You just choose whichever one you want, and then your name is going on each of the 6 of them.
Like probably right next to the one is where I would put it.
And then if you guys need a good, accurate description of what you want it to look like, I would look at the horseman, because that's the one I did. It's all the way at the top.
But does that have to be like, does that ever explain more?
The same one, they're bell
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Does it have to explain what it means?
Yeah, so you're gonna copy this word and look it up on Google, read it, and then make your own word. Also, I don't need to know your last name, I need to know that Rodrigo.
Where are we at?
So just write Jackie.
No. There you do something.
Hey, look. So Jagmeet's gonna write his whole name and then write D for Dennis and R for Rodrigo. Yeah, so you can write Rodrigo and then write J and D.
Legend of Hall O.
So now that you guys have watched it, predict it and respond. So you're gonna make your own post in one color and then respond in whatever color you guys choose to a different one. So you can either respond to this one or keep this one and respond to this one. We all understand that Ichabod Crane his hat was found next to the Headless Horseman's pumpkin and then never seen again. You didn't get that from the trailer? Okay, so Ichabod Crane is a school teacher, kind of like me, and he is found the next morning after a big party with his hat. Just his hat is found next to the Headless Horseman's pumpkin's head, and then Ichabod Crane is never seen again. Never. In the story, we find out why. We find out what leads up to this. We find out what happens. We don't really know where he goes, but we know why this is happening and where he goes. Kind of. So now I need you guys to predict why this happens. Why did him and the Headless Horseman interact? What happened? And then you guys can read, like, this one thinks they switched, we think they switched heads. This one says they ends up getting kidnapped and dies. So you guys will come up with your own and then respond to either the switched heads or the kidnapped.
I feel like the teacher did something bad to the
That's between you guys. I already know what happens by a million and I don't want to spoil it. So an anti-hero is like crayon on your dog. So let's say
Someone has to write other than me because
yeah.
I got terrible.
So let's say that you were so let's say some other guy that's not your friend wants you and he wants your boyfriend away. He might become best friends with your boyfriend. You guys just gotta try to get him to apply to a school that's in another
Gonna do
state.
boyfriend.
So that you would move, or that he would move, and then he could have you. So like he might be a good guy on the outside, but his intention.
So it can be the same clothes, or does it have to be?
I think it
It's
has
like
to be.
kind of like I throw your wallet out of your pocket and put the money in my purse, and then help you look for the wallet. Like it comes off to you that I'm helping others, but I know that I have your wallet.
Either one of you is being Gothic.
Make sense? And a villain will take your wallet out of your pocket. For what one?
Definition. I would assume a windstorm because I bet you're reading about Native Americans. But that's just my guess.
Yeah. It's the first one. Yeah.
Do we have to come up with something else?
Why?
Or could we just?
You think that they switched heads? Then yeah. Be like, we agree. And then tell, well, you have someone that doesn't. So if I were you guys, I would, you also believe that they switched heads? So you guys can do the response and say, I believe this because of this. And then they can do the post of what they believe. Do you see? So you guys are still getting a post and a response, but you guys are kind of like, I believe this and you believe that. See? Does that work?
Yeah.
Okay. Just make sure you guys do it in the same color.
Same color?
Well, like, you guys are gonna do green.
Oh, yeah.
So like, you're gonna respond to that in green, and you guys are gonna pass off the green marker. Okay.
So I think you just put up what arrow to it and say we agree.
No, well, you gotta say like, I agree that they switched heads, and then maybe expand on it. Why do you think that they switched heads? How do you think? There's more markers in the front if you want to get started. You're not ready? Oh, looks like Matt's ready to write.
ICHAB. No captions, come back on.
Yep, that's fine. Now you just gotta find another word for a synonym. So like extreme punishment could be what else?
Yeah, that's it. I should know that.
You know, just whatever extreme punishment, and you have to come up with a photo. Okay?
Like a bar.
So you're gonna go right here and you're gonna write insert image search the web.
It's kind of like making it up for this one. You have to.
Yeah, so you
That's
can
what I
write
do.
in like punishment.
It says please describe the entire artworks. Because it doesn't actually give description. So
And
you
then
gotta make everything up. Make everything up. I said you wear shorts and shirts. If not, then you wear.
Okay, the 10 minutes is almost up, so make sure that you have your quiz question. Make sure that you are not lacking on those. You will have time to complete everything else, but make sure that those quiz questions are done. And then I will give you 30 seconds before we move tables.
And if you guys don't finish the ed puzzle, don't worry, just you'll have more time.
Oh, that for yes, that. I already did two of them, so.
Technically speaking, I can chastise you and not be extreme.
Well, that's what the definition was.
Okay, ready? Do we know where we're all going?
Straight over the right.
Okay, Victor's table is moving over here to Race's table. Race's table is moving over to Xavier's table. Xavier's table is moving to the middle over here.
We go to the right.
You guys are moving back, you guys are moving over, and you guys are moving forward. Ready, set, go!
I could possibly be there.
Well, you let me know about your team, and if you're playing, I'll be there. Does that work? Okay, so in there, they talk about Ichabod Crane. You guys heard that name?
Is that the guy that was the
Yeah. So he's a teacher, and one morning or one night he goes to a party with like the whole town, and the next morning, the whole town realizes that the hat that he always wears and he wore to the party is found next to the water, next to the pumpkin that the headless horseman lives. Right? Crazy.
So it's a myth?
Yeah,
How he
yeah,
died?
it's a legend. So like, what happened to get him to this point? So if you come over to the discussion board, so this one thinks that they switched heads. This one thinks that they ends up getting kidnapped and dies. And then this one says maybe Ichabod Crane did something to the horseman and the horseman is now getting revenge on Ichabod. So now you are going to choose a different color than purple or green or black. And you are either going to respond to this one and say, we also agree, or this one, we also agree. Or you can even go all the way over here and right over here for this one. And then you're also going to make your own prediction. Yeah, so you're going to be like, we think this happened. And then you're also going to write, we agree or we disagree to one of them.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Okay?
Did we come up with one?
Because after you put on the head, right? I mean, when you took the pumpkin.
No. All we know is that there is a pumpkin that is supposed to be for the headless horseman, and right next to it is Ichabod Crane's head. So if you watch the trailer, can we grab the crumba? Bring it over here. So let's watch it again.
So, is the headless person, do you feel like or how do you kill him?
He does not.
How do you
So you're gonna have to figure that out when we read it. But this is just a predicting off of this.
And then now you're gonna talk about their characteristics. That would
See
be.
that?
But that's okay. Intimidating can be a little.
He likes her, and that other guy likes her too.
Correct.
But look at that. There's the headless horseman's head, and there's Ichabod Crane's hat.
By the other headless person.
He has a pumpkin as a head. He has made the jack-o'-lantern his head.
Oh, but he's carrying it.
Okay, and then
Yeah,
you
every
got your
once
puzzle.
Do you want to carry a pumpkin on your head all the time? I would.
You're not gonna be in.
So like, the headless
Oh,
horseman
okay.
is
You're
there.
not gonna need it after the film kind of looks out like you did for you guys watched the trailer.
You have to predict
That's okay.
this.
You can.
So if you say like he turns
We got all that.
You can literally say anything.
And then we'll choose words when you guys get to the.
You can say that he turned into Ichabod. You can say
What do you mean?
that they fell off of the world. You can say that they took a flight to
So you guys are
New
doing
York.
it as a.
Alright, cool.
Actually, it's like walking. It's like a train right away. You could say that they took a plane to Los Angeles. You could say whatever. They're right outside of New York, kind of like a 30-minute drive. Greensboro. They're in Sleepy Hollow.
We don't know what that. We don't know what that's too. So that's what we could.
You guys have one more minute. Do not worry if you are not done. You will have more time to complete it, but you will not have more time to complete those quiz questions. Okay, time to move tables.
You guys are doing vocabulary. You guys are gonna pull up the vocabulary slides, and you guys are gonna answer 6. So, you guys have to find 2 synonyms, write the definition in your own words, and find a photo to make it look the definition. There is an example that I did on there, and there's other people that have worked on it already. Vocabulary. So you gotta pull up the vocabulary slides. And then you guys can do all 6 working together, or you guys can do like 2 for 2 of you. 1 for 2 of you.
We're supposed to write about it. Where? Oh, wait, here.
So what is the question based on? That is
So this will start there. Boom.
So you're going to answer the question, and then you're going to come up with your own damsel in distress.
This one was 2 tables ago. Last table would have been probably those guys. I was a betting man.
So like a damsel in distress is like another.
Okay.
So make up your own. So do we understand what we're doing?
Yeah, we're just agreeing or not agreeing, and then we
Make your own pitch.
Yeah.
So did you guys see in the trailer on how the headless horseman's head and Ichabod Crane's hat were found right next to each other?
Yeah.
Okay, so now you guys have to predict on how they got there. Why is the headless horseman after him? So that's what you have to predict. And then you guys have to respond like, I agree, we don't agree.
Which one though? Cause
Whichever one that you want. So this is a main point. The black one is a main point. The green one is a main point, and then this one's a main point. And then you're supposed to do a different color.
Kill them. Wait, do we have to say something different?
wait, in the video, did it say that he did something to him?
It just said he was chasing him. That's it. And then he caught up.
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, you can rewatch it.
So like with the setting.
As Ichabod became the object of whimsical persecution to Bones and his gang of rough riders. Horde and the headless horseman eventually catch up to Ichabod Crane. The legend of Sleepy Hollow is a story of the rumor-filled town of Gratesburg.
You see what I'm saying? So like
The town's teacher, Ichabod, a tall, lanky fellow with long arms, small, flat head, and huge ears. His quest for a woman, a rowdy rival for one of those women, and the frightening and mysterious outcome, a chase, a shattered pumpkin on the banks of the brook with
I'm at 2.
So are they happy? Are they sad? Are they nice? Are they mean? That's right. Good job. Okay, so we are gonna move tables one last time. I know we're cutting this one a little bit short. Don't worry about it. Everyone up. Grab your things. We're going to our last table. I'm coming around to make sure that everyone has all of the right papers and stapling them. So everyone is aware. There's one on that side corner, but how kind of stuff do you have to do now? Can I have your paper? Let me staple your papers.
In the mathematics.
Do you have your coloring paper? Did you not color one? Okay, so you're gonna have
Oh, it's tempted though, the girls gonna No, it's okay.
There, do you see the one that says horseman? So you need a definition in your own words, and 2 synonyms, and you need a photo. So no. That will not count. You guys have 2 more minutes.
And then I will be talking to you for the rest of the class. So get what you can done in those times.
With just one because we are good, I believe so. Like, yeah, so 1, 2, 3. There is only 60.
You don't have the card. You have two.
So we have one agreeing.
You have the same one.
Yeah. So you guys all can agree on.
Angel, I found your paper.
Green. There's something to the
Oh, whatever, Hardy.
and the fourth one is no, but the fourth one is one. What does that say? Horseman with match stuff. I believe so.
Yeah, she just raised in the bathroom. Okay, all eyes on me. So if you're working on something, close your Chromebook, put your papers away. If you're working on the discussion board, go back to your seat. I need all eyes on me. If you're facing the back wall, you're gonna face up here. Okay, I know that you guys had a lot to do today. Rodrigo, Gabby, Xavier, eyes on me. So listen, so tomorrow we're going to be working on this even more, and you guys will have all of the time to get it done. This is what I will be looking for. This is going to be 100% in my book. Each one of these questions is a question that I feel comfortable pulling it from and putting it on your quiz. Then we have annotations. We have a colored page that matches the colors that the annotations tells you to. We all see this? We have more annotations for the next activity. We have an incomplete character filled out, more annotations, and a symbol for each of the things. If your packet does not look like this, that is okay. We have time tomorrow to work on it in class. But if you did not finish the ed puzzle, or you did not finish the vocabulary, I highly suggest finishing your part for homework. For those two specific parts of this. The rest of the packet you are going to leave on your desk, wherever you are. If it is stapled, leave it on your desk. If it is not, I'm gonna come by. After school, because I do not give you guys homework unless I have homework. My homework is to go through each one of your packets and write comments on how to get a better grade. Because if I was not giving you the grade, or if I was grading it today and not giving you more time tomorrow, a lot of you guys would not be getting good grades on this. But that is okay, because I'm giving you more time and I'm going to write comments on how to get the best grade possible. Because you guys all have 0% in this class. Grades have restarted. And this is a big assignment to start out with, and I want you guys to all do good on it. So tomorrow when we come in, you guys are going to be going over your packet, looking at my comments, fixing the problems. And then we will move on from there. It's a lot of points. An astronomical amount of points. Any other questions, comments, or concerns? Yours is not stapled yet. Just leave it on your desk. I'm going to come through and staple them after you guys are done. Yeah. Leave all of your papers on the desk. Leave all of the papers on the desk. Any other questions, comments, or concerns?
So we don't take it. They don't take it home. You have to leave it on the
The only voice level 0 really quick. What is your homework? To complete the vocabulary if you did not, and to complete
you. Your papers are staying on the desk. Do not worry about the papers. Okay, thanks. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Okay, so yesterday, Xavier, can you take a seat? So yesterday after school, all eyes on me. Voice level should be 0. Yesterday after school, I went through everyone's packets and I made comments on what you need to have done before you turn it in. It is due today. I'm going to give you 30 minutes. Do everything that you can that I wrote in the green writing for you to get a better grade. If you don't have anything or you finish early, you should use this time to study because you will be having a quiz on this on Friday. So you need to fix what is marked in green or finish what is marked in green or do what is marked in green, and then you should be studying. Sounds good? Are there any questions, comments, or concerns? We all know what we're doing. Okay, ready, set, go. I know. If you were absent, I'm gonna come talk to you. So just wait for me to come and talk with you.
Can I sit right here?
Not right this moment. No.
Or like after I'm here?
You can go back to the seat. Is this your backpack?
Yeah.
Take it with you, Rodrigo.
No, I just get the
Okay, can you leave your backpack? Aiden, come here. Isa, come here. With your paper. Who else was absent? Come here.
Oh, you should tell us.
Yes, I'm just going to talk to you. Matt, I will be right there. Is there anyone else that was absent and needs to talk to me? No? Okay, can I see your paper? Okay, so I went through and I highlighted everything that I'm going to be afraid. You should be listening to me. This is what you need to listen to. So everything that I highlighted in yellow is what I will be grading you on. So you guys are not going to have to do the discussion post. I crossed it out. I also am not expecting you to go onto the vocabulary slides and add things on there. They're already done. Rodrigo.
I'm with, alright.
They're already done, but you will be quizzed on them on Friday. So if I were you, I would go log in there, look at them, so you can have the answers. On these boxes, where it's empty, you have to write a question that I can use on the quiz based on the article.
Oh, so I have to read the article, then go back.
So what I would suggest you doing is reading the article, annotating, because you get graded on the annotations. Then you can do the activity that goes along with it, and then flip back and write a question. And then start your next one. So it shouldn't take you long. You guys are gonna have like 30 minutes right now to work with the people near you, and then you guys can do it for homework. But you guys should be able to get most of it done. Do you guys have any questions? Are we good? Okay, ready, set, go.
Couple questions. Other than me, who's King?
Who's
Oh wait, is that Colin? Is that an A?
Yeah, that's Colin.
Bro,
Next
look
to
at
it.
A, but he didn't figure out how to write to it.
That's Colin. Okay, so you're gonna start here, and you're sitting next to Anna. Anna's yes, she kind of has an idea. So can you flip to your settings? Okay, so you guys. So I would suggest both of you reading this independently, having a highlighter, grabbing on this, and going to annotate this. In total, this whole packet is going to give you 22 points. You are absent, so you're automatically getting 4 points for the collaboration because you weren't here. So like you get those points. For the collaboration. You get 4 points for collaboration. But like the absent, I can't. So read, annotate. Now this, the only thing I care about is that the 2 colors that are in this annotation that tells you Gothic lit uses these 2 colors, they need to be shown here. So if I click to this and it's purple and green, you don't get credit, even if you color the entire thing. But if you use the correct colors, which you treat this in those,
You color them, you pick one. And you don't have to color the entire thing. Yes.
It doesn't matter where you color.
No.
Annotate.
Then, if you're gonna
Go through
annotate
and
this,
annotate stuff first.
you're gonna read it. Then this is creative. Okay? So on this, you're gonna create, pretend like we all know that we're working towards writing our own Gothic lit book. So you're gonna pretend like you're writing a character for that choice. One needs to be a damsel in distress, so think Cinderella. One needs to be an anti-hero, so comes off like a good guy, but has malicious intent. So like not really a good guy. And then the villain is bad guy, does bad things. Then you're gonna come here, read this, annotate it, and then you're gonna draw a symbol for each one of the things. See, Anna has that one done. And then you're gonna write a quiz question. If it's a good quiz question, I'm gonna put on the quiz. And then guess what? You already know the answer to the question that you put on there, right? So you automatically will know the answer to one question. Does this make sense, Lauren? Okay, and then if I were you, just go on the vocabulary, maybe for homework and look through the words so you have an idea of them. And then don't worry about the discussion. You're gonna do it over part. But you're gonna do it tomorrow? Remind me about that tomorrow and I'll make sure that you have it. Because we're gonna start reading on Thursday, but I'm gonna give you the text, I'm gonna give you the text and the questions, and I'll mark on there what day we're reading what to annotate, and then you'll have the questions. Okay. Gabby, you made it.
Okay, do you know what we're doing?
So yeah, you just have to annotate. Is that the only thing you have to do? And then whenever you're done,
If I hear a lot of side conversations, which right now you guys are doing great, but towards the end of the time, if I hear a lot of side conversations, I will take all of your papers and I will grade them as such. So if you are done, instead of having a side conversation, I would spend the time wisely studying.
so you have to read and annotate this. Okay, do you know what the two colors are? So that's what you need. That's what it represents. It doesn't mean that, so like blue represents diamonds, but diamonds aren't blue. Look, that's not blue. If you colored them, that doesn't work. It's just what it's symbolized. So you can write or you can just make the rest of the house black. I wouldn't do that because you're most of the time I feel like you got my done. So I would just add some black and red. Give me, I'm gonna show you. So even though because I can see the thing that it's black and red. So as long as you have a little bit of black and red, okay, everyone pause and eyes up on me for like, give me 10, 20 seconds. So I can see that a lot of you guys are struggling with the coloring page because you guys are like, I need to get this done, I need the whole thing colored. It's going to be graded on a 1-point scale. So either you get the point for getting it done and you did it correctly, or you don't get the point because you didn't do it correctly. This is getting a point because you can see that it's black and red.
It does not need to be completely done. If you only have the coloring page to be done, then sure, you can spend your time coloring. But if there's other things that are underlined and highlighted for you to be doing, I would focus on getting those things done before you spend all of your energy on this. Okay, Ms. Brzezinski, sounds good. Okay.
What's your question? No, so you have to come up with a question for the vocabulary. So like, do you remember what word you did yesterday? Okay, so you could write, what does this word mean? Yeah. You just have to come up with a question that I can use on the quiz. No. Nope. As long as the majority of it is black and red, I know what you're doing.
So whatever question is gonna be on the test.
Well, I'm gonna go through them and pick and choose. So like it could be.
You put so much into your flour and then that goes.
Yeah, I have so much.
Are you using markers?
No, but
Adrian, can I see your? I'm gonna need that one there. Yeah. This needs to be. It's not confusing. You just gotta come up with one. So what? So these two don't really matter. Like what they look like. Just you tell me a random person what they look like. Okay. And then this one matters. So are they good? Are they bad? Attributes, kind of thing. And then the name and the gender also don't really matter. I know. Yes, but I have a caveat to this class because a lot of you guys aren't getting like where I need you guys to be. So don't worry about it. Just keep working as hard as you can. Okay? And don't spend a lot of time doing the coloring. Like, oh, I'm done. Yeah, get the rest of it done. You're all done for all of them?
I'm trying to figure out how to make time I should do. That's all I heard. They give me 7 points. What? This channel was great. That's so strong.
I haven't even looked. I don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
It's like the way it looks. Okay, do me a favor. Get your question. Write it first. And then go first. Okay? Start there. That means two
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, we got the script.
characters. These, this is the That's okay. It's okay. Doesn't matter if it's
Okay, do we think 15 more minutes we need? Okay, if you still do not have a question for each one of those boxes, flip back there and get those done first. Because those are 4 points. So get those done first. And then start working through the packet. If your ed puzzle and your vocabulary are not done, do them for homework. I promise I will not check them until tomorrow morning. How does that sound? Is that a good? The ed puzzle and the vocabulary, if I give you until tonight at midnight, you guys will do it?
Yes.
Okay.
I know. Do you remember what I told you yesterday? The difference?
Picture of villain.
I'll say random myself.
Or like, so let's say I had a boyfriend, okay? And then there's like also another guy that likes me. That other guy is gonna try and get my boyfriend to go to school in a different state. Like, oh, let me help you. Like, this is a great school. Let me get you to GCU. But really, his intentions are to get my boyfriend out of town so that he can date me. But like, it comes off nice, right? A villain is off my boyfriend.
So like those
No
no
more.
that have those ones. Oh, so I would.
All of that.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, see, you're getting it, Drag Me. You got it. Tonight, while you guys are doing the vocabulary, if you haven't done it already, you have to make sure that your names or initials are on each one of the ones that you did, because all of the vocabularies that don't have names on it, no one's going to get the points for them.
Yeah. How do you spell what? R-U-I-N. Ruin. Good job. Good job. It's different. Yep, that's Gothic lit. You gotta get something out of it.
It's all about the way
It's 22. Yeah, so I don't need you to do it, but I need to know that you logged on and like that. So I need you to go on there and come up with a question.
If you have markers or anything on your table, they need to be put up. Thank you. Drag me your keys. Angel, your keys. Can I have it?
Oh, that.
Can I have it?
No.
Is it ready to be turned in?
I mean, you can make it.
Okay, yeah. Let's take it.
Okay, you should all have your Chromebooks put away now. We are switching gears and going to something else. Okay, so now that we've learned things about Gothic literature, I want you guys to tell me about it.
Oh, I will. Oh.
Like, we're gonna have a discussion. So, first and foremost, what did we learn about setting? What is the setting? Is it supposed to be happy?
No, scary and dark.
Okay, so if we could describe it in 2 words, what would the 2 words be?
Depressing.
Depressing is one.
Sad. Oh, scary.
What was that? And scary? Okay, great. And what colors?
Black.
Good job, good job. Okay, and what about the characters? What did we learn about those people?
Hero, villain. There's that one girl that's stuck in the castle.
Okay, well,
Democrats.
so I know, so we're talking about, okay, so we're talking about the damsel in distress. They're not always locked up in a castle, you guys. They are just someone that needs help. Typically, it is a woman that needs extra help.
Or the other way around. And it could be a man that needs help on the tree, and that's not
Okay, so now, what do the characters do? Like, who are they?
Anti-heroes, anti-heroes kind of smart. I don't know how to say it, but I don't know how to say it like child friendly, so I'm just gonna say smart butt.
Okay. So what is the difference between a villain and an anti-hero? Yeah, Gabby.
A villain will go straight to you and kick you in your face, and an anti-hero will go steal your charger and then help you look for it.
Exactly. So the difference between a villain and an anti-hero is a villain is going to do the bad thing to your face. An anti-hero instead is going to seem very nice to your face and then go behind your back and have mischievous intentions behind it. What about setting? Nope. Themes. That's the other one.
Oh, like castle.
Wait, you like
Always in the forest.
The background.
Oh,
What
we're
are the
talking about
themes? That was the elements of the Gothic literature. That was
dark, mysterious, forest, alone.
supernatural, right?
supernatural occurrences.
Okay, and then I'm not sure if it was made a point in your packet, but Gothic literature and the Romantic literature, they came to be around the same time.
No.
So during this time, a lot of the lines kind of get intercrossed. So Romantic literature and Gothic literature have very similar, but they look at it differently. So you will see elements of Romantic literature within Gothic literature. So today, after you guys have your introduction, which we are all done with, we are going to be watching a short story. It's from a high schooler kind of like you. They actually had to read the short story and then they came up with a YouTube animation video about it. We're going to watch the video because we just don't have the time to read all of it because we need to get to the Legends of Spooky Hollow. So we're gonna watch it. We're gonna take notes. I have a PowerPoint that fills in all the things that the video doesn't. We're gonna chat about it. You guys have some text-dependent questions, and that is where we are. We are going to be watching The Birthmark by Nathaniel Hawthorne. But we're going to start this way. So on the top, all of you guys should already have written your name on that paper. The warm-up is this. So I need you to just decide if you agree or disagree with the statement. So number 1 says, better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. Do you agree or disagree? I don't need to know why. I just need you to write under warm-up where it says number 1, write agree or disagree. Whichever one you think. Number 2 is the universe does not need to balance out with human goals. And number 3 is love is when the other person's happiness is more important than your own. Let's take about 1 minute to read those and write agree or disagree. And you can talk to people next to you and collaborate if you need help. Ready, set, go.
I don't get the pebble statement.
So would you rather have something that's super precious, but it has a flaw in it? Or something that has no, meaning, right? But it's perfect. So like a perfect rock or a flawed diamond.
That's hard. Don't do that to me.
That is what it is asking.
So
That's
like,
really hard.
Does that make sense now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So like a Chick-fil-A sandwich with the bike taken out of it, or Subway.
Oh, don't do something like that.
I get around.
Okay, so make sure you have agree or disagree. You guys are getting graded on these, just so you guys all know. So I would make sure you guys have agree or disagree next to each one of those. Let's chat. Raise your hand if you said agree for number 1. Raise your hand if you said disagree. Okay. Number 2, raise your hand if you said agree. Raise your hand if you say disagree. Number 3, raise your hand if you said agree. Dang, there's a lot. Okay, number 3, raise your hand if you said disagree. Okay, so I asked these questions because they all have a part to do with this short story. So while we're watching, there are some lines to take notes. If you feel the need to do that, go ahead. Okay. Any questions, comments, or concerns before we start this?